Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Once again, it's Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he'll go down at the 28.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing rig. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On second down, Swift.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cade Otton.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Well, a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 14 yards. Good for a Packer first down.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney. 28 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started.
Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Young.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Young.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring it down at the 23.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off the play fake, Young. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now Love going to change things up. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. How about this? And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd down, Love. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Touchdown, Browns! Cade Otten with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Young now. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Young from the shotgun.
Got a man, it's Kenyon.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Young off the play fake.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, right back to Herbert.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Young.
This one completes to Kenyon underneath.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 39.
first and 10. It's Herbert to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Young working out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Young.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And finally marked down at the 23. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. The slot man in motion right. Swift going to try up the middle. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now here's Young. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We got a toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays when I'm doing shows. Gotta get